aggressive, but something within the site to stop them as they come out. And we see what too much control can do.
Ooh, niko though. He's going to crack the whip into the A ramp.
Oh, I wonder if NQZ saw this cross. I'm sure they're going to try to punish it if they did, and he's been holding on to this angle, but it's Mezi who crossed up actually with an op. Man.
The double op here from Fnatic.
I feel like I would absolutely rather be the CT here. It just comes down to whether or not he wants to move. Might get a jump across.
Player peek behind before the op moves in. No, it's David to go right into the angle. Gets slapped back.
Yeah,
With that, it's like the warning sign here for the CTs on B.
Yeah, that was such a deep position for Mezi to be in. And of course, the second op is just brutal. 9Z lost every single player last round. So anything that made that a bonus with some left over in the reserves, that's all gone now. Yeah, they've had to basically take out a loan to put together a buy. And
Debt collector's coming.
Yeah, debt collector is coming.
He'll break your legs.
They really go above and beyond.
Yeah, you know, it's called passion, you know? It's a career choice. Max, he's inside connector. There's still maybe a little life left on this. Again, huge risk, right? Talking about the economic problems that come with a loss. But with an entry, the hopes are still alive. The dream is still ticking, and FaZe comes kicking through the con side. He's going to get bombed down into the fire. He's going to be able to lock into this corner as well. Nothing NQZ can do. So you'd think, man, I'd love to save this off. However, now surrounded. Worst case scenario here, he dies in 10 seconds, but niko puts an end to him. 6-1 for Fnatic, and despite that one problem of not having a B anchor in the round prior, this has been a flawless start.
Yeah, maybe just a small misplay by starting out with mid control when you don't really need it versus pistols in that situation. But outside of that, it has been nothing but wins here for Fnatic, and they can even go. I think he's shown with a roster of players that nobody has heard of that they really are a threat to international competition. And it's pretty exciting to watch. Yeah, that's what we all want, is for teams from different countries, smaller countries, to be viable on the world stage.
You know, you think about players who don't really come from countries with predecessors. You know, you're really digging through and coming up with what could be gold.
Like the UK, we got Mezi.
Yeah, imagine that.
It's a good egg, that one.
Could be coming home. Molotov goes deep onto the ramp. It's going to flush 9Z into FaZe. He's just kept himself tucked in. Element of surprise now gone, but great cover from above. niko just pulls them apart and pulls them into that A site. Nothing.
The top team, FaZe, NaVi, Vitality, even if they lost, they always took a map. And even that alone is pretty impressive on top of a lot of their BO1 victories.
I think the only thing as of late that is kind of this big question mark is that blowout versus Outsiders on Overpass. Barring that 16-1, you know, there was no indication that Fnatic were going to stumble up that badly. So we'll see if they can just kind of wipe that off the slate.
And then talking about the rest of the roster, you know, we don't need to worry about Crims at a major. We don't even need to worry about niko at a major. Roy, they made top 8. At Antwerp, they kind of have earned their stripes in that regard. But Mezi, as the IGL, he has every right to be a little bit nervous. High pressure match, and if your IGL's nervous, even if you have great players, that can kind of that have a trickle down effect, right?
Sure. That it sure does.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like that's the case today.
Look at this, the confidence already from FaZe. You know, he is, again, right, the one piece that could be shaky. 13-2 starting here on Mirage. Mezi swinging the AWP, drops 2 bodies, bottom con.
Great awareness.
And it is just, again, awareness, right? Ready for everything whenever it comes at them. 9Z, I feel like right now, they can't even contain this CT side from Fnatic.
Yeah, and they're trying to play fast, and they're trying to play active, and they're trying a few different things. They're just getting cut off at the pass almost every single time. So 2 players left alive in with 25 seconds left. And I know that also they try to stretch mid-rounds as thin as possible. That's the other exciting part about watching 9Z. When we watched their qualification game at Antwerp and they, closed it out on Dust too. I think it was versus Pain. Very heated matchup. It was rounds that went down 4v5, they still won. They did that consistently because I think they like to break out of theory in the 5v5.
They're going to go back into that B hit, and it's Roy behind Arch. niko's eyes in middle.
niko has been really active. You got to appreciate the amount of positions that he's played so far.
Ooh, there it is.
That's a good find.
Good flash from NQZ, gets DGT active. Now Mezi, he's floating around while Crims, of course, still sits on that B site, but Crims isn't the kind of guy to panic. He's not going to force you to over-rotate. But as he suddenly finds himself set on fire, nykytilan knows that mid was compromised. Crims, yeah, he's gonna need some assistance here. So Mezzy starts to come over. They're gonna be occupied with apartments. There's already a player on the front side of site, and that is Buddha. He catches Crims with a headshot. We've got both these ops trying to scour the site, but nobody's giving angles. nykytilan decides to go in and take one on his own damn terms. And in doing so, starts to unravel all this. He gets past the windowsill, catches DGT deep over towards the arch side, and now he hunts the window player, but Max is still front sight. Max catches Mezzy, nykytilan slides between.
Fnatic were very careful about not giving up a kill until some action happened, and here we are, already into round 11, halfway up the A site.
Roy's gonna, I was gonna say force his way through, but he holds back, at least just for the second. Mezzy comes in with a kill on Fasher, and we've got Max. The only... Sometimes lies are necessary. Right now, 9Z need to be told that this one's still in their control. 3 players to face up Con, but Smoke allows the cross first.
And we look again at these incredibly active positions.
This is new.
Yeah, Fasher is just coming through, pushing down. Mid control is being taken. We're getting too many picks, though, with these ops. And now, at least because they won that one round, Mezzy's not gone back into it, so they've just got to worry about nykytilan.
Oh, Fasher, though, going to continue to tear them up as he has 17-3 in the first 12 rounds. And then nykytilan is always good for that one towards ramp, it seems. David, we'll give him that. Cracks Crims, and DGT managed to push his way through, but remember, he only has 2 health, right? So he has to keep it clean, and Mezzy, he gets that one bullet in, the one golden shot to just take all the hope back out of the 9Z sails. Yeah, David, this is interesting. Grabs the M4, finds what should be, yes sir, the freebie. Little wallbang on that. David then makes the jump over. Timing here could catch the B player off guard, and don't forget, he's got the bomb. If he can get this kill towards B, then David is absolutely on for the 1 versus 3. But of course, it's nykytilan. Yeah, but you know what?
One unverified, one scared of vegetables, one walks with right click. Crims is bald.
Just a bunch of freaks. But luckily this is CS. We all get weird. nykytilan's gonna go down. 16-3 with that death. What a half he is having. Little op dominance. And you know, this wouldn't be the first map that NQZ kind of gets, well, outdone, we'll put it. Had a slower start when they first played on stage.
What's happened here though? nykytilan dies, all right, we're all going B. Looks like so all they're going to try to do is just push, take a risk and push, take cat control. This could be an interesting adjustment. This is one where if 9Z take too much time, then Fnatic get to have their cake and eat it too, in the sense of leaving the A side open, but still being in time to defend it while clearing out the entirety of the B side. And look, now the full flank can potentially come around. Now the only thing is, this. Max was hunting back into underpass to just see if that option was there.
They could still just follow through though. No need to complicate the problem. 9Z, A site looking nice and prime for the taking. It's Buddha versus Fasher on the side of connector, but they've given time for Crims to set up over on Cat. So from a distance, he lends that helping hand. Roy's gonna follow through, slides into the site, but DGT comes out and gets him. We've got a man advantage 9Z, a chance to finally put a 3rd one up, and Mezzy goes down.
Money's very low, lots of pressure here.
Not ideal.
In round 14.
Gonna go back into that mid emphasis. Bomb sits back in B with Buddha up ahead of it. We've seen a good B split come by way of a kill on Crims the first. And here we go, Max headhunting, but met by fire, so they're gonna have to get stalled out. This could set up Roy. We talk about how he hasn't had to really hit hard just yet, but now that could have been his moment. David's gonna catch him on the turn. nykytilan point blank, finding the window lurk, and Max isn't gonna get up into any trouble this round. Mezzy, inside sight, waits again with Crims still towards Arch. They know this pressure is coming.
Yeah, and there's still a late cat hit that can get involved as well. Crims is kind of safe for that, but let's see once he gets spotted.
Ooh, tucks in. It's going to give him another few feet to work forward. Mezzy now he could get blindsided. Sees the player drop, still wins the duel. It's only 12 health. Crims is up next, catches the push, bomb goes down, and now it's desperation. NQZ finds the first and saw that face of Mezzy. David comes in with the trade, and this 2v4 gets evened out. We've got a player towards the back door sliding in. It's Fasher, and we know what he's done already. Easy pickup onto the offer. David's turn.
Tunnel visioned on the other guy.
Roy's looking to slide through. Oh, sees the legs of Max. Fasher again.
21.
Doesn't matter where he is. Turns at 90 degrees, snaps down onto the ramp. niko can worry about Palace, and Fasher's even going to find a chance to just walk this one back.
Yeah, now he can get to an even stronger spot with no punish here, and it's true. They couldn't have just walked out of Palace. There would have been another CT. niko covering him so damn well all game.
Another 2v4 attempt. Max already spotted at the top of mid, so they know that there's something in transition. It's the bomb that gets shown as well, so could create a bigger question mark. Poor NQZ just looking to slide out, and even with the lesser health, that's a hell of a headshot.
Now they just close in on him, though. In Tetris is not a fun spot. Crims will take him out.
Max
down,
1v3.
Down to Max. Down to young Max here.
Seen him put up the numbers, but it's been all of 9Z that kind of gets snubbed out of this half. They're going to figure out where he is. He could slide under the op as niko gets pressured back into the jungle. Ticket player yet to peek. That's Crims back at a distance. More of Max's health shaved low. And now that clock also starts to work against him. He knows at least where 2 CTs are. But these are going to have to be the sickest headshots that you have ever seen. And as he comes through first, niko does get dropped. Max only on 10. Every step, it felt as though it's simply too much to ask of him. Crims, all you have to do is peek, but now that gun's back out, and Max has the smallest, slimmest chance at this clutch.
Oh, he's floating, but he's safe from triple right now.
But Mezzi's gonna find him, and there for Fnatic. Sure enough, playing first massive CT side comeback we got today. Cloud9, the champions of that, right before this series gets started. 9Z need to be inspired by it, because 3 rounds. All of a sudden, this pistol feels like it is everything.
Yeah. A little fired up after that spanking from outsiders. Looking a little bit. And that's kind of that energy is kind of what we saw with Cloud9 as well.
Sure.
Not the same team on days 1 and 2 as 3 and 4.
Given a chance to power up.
Yeah.
You know, that is the criticism of the 2 best of ones, right? One day decides if you're 2/3 of the way to elimination or the legend stage. C9 missed their stride, but David sure won't. 2 bullets out of the Berettas, and Roy gets dropped as he looked to face up ramp. Now that bomb is actually jumping its way through window. There's a duel between DGT and niko that just gave that bomb over to the side of the CTs. Crims is the only one to do anything here for Fnatic. So even though they only got those 3 T rounds, it looks like 9Z are going to extend play here on Mirage. Crims dropped, had a little life throughout the crowd.
Right.
Playing triple box.
There's the bomb.
And there's the pack of players that should get finished off. All good. Max comes in with the FAMAS. It is niko left over. Come on, get David. He's got 1 HP. The block would have been enough to Fnatic's madness. Ooh, nice nade from DGT. Hones in on niko. So first gun round from Fnatic. And they're going to have to be playing off the 4v5. Fasher has been an absolute animal so far on this first map, but it's DGT with another chance to shine. Mid gets shut down just as easily as the ramp. Fasher finally gets a chance to activate, but nothing seems to go swimmingly for Fnatic, and Crims is going to be left all alone. 9Z, this is what you need. Not only win pistol, convert clean, get that first gun round down, but do it with a bunch of bodies up. The free AKs are coming. You know, we are still in baby's first steps of a comeback.